don't think I can control my excitement. You can't even imagine how long I've been waiting for this. Years, Car.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, this is good stuff, right? I mean, I'm in it for the long game. I'm like, yeah, we have to do this. And yeah, right. That's going to happen, sure. So I can't believe we're here. I'm super excited about this. I don't know. I feel sort of sorry for everybody else because everything's going to go downhill from here. So it's the Kharmakast, and I have Carly and Kasey with me.
Hello.
The sisters. And like I tell them all the time, they're thinking they need to create a brand. The brand is already there. We just need to broadcast it. So anyway, that being said, we're going to dive into a little bit of an interview, and we're going to see if we can get to know Carly and Kasey a little bit. And they are separate people, just so everybody knows.
And we're not twins. No.
No. I mean, not technically.
Not technically.
You know, just like I'm not 55. I've just been here that long, but I'm really not 55. So anyway, so excited to have you guys here.
Carly's excited.
You're not?
No, I am. But Carly was extra excited.
Really? Did you guys wake up this morning and say, this is
Today's
a big day? Yeah, I love it. Well, I'm hoping that, looking into my crystal ball, this is the beginning of something big in the sense that I think you guys will be sitting at this table without me someday, interviewing people, talking about some shit that you like and, all that good stuff. So anyway, can we hear them? Yeah. Okay, Sydney? Good. Okay. All right. Well, let's start with a couple questions. You guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay. This is, it's a bit on the boring side, but let's set the table with this, okay? And you guys pick who goes first.
You got this, Jimmy.
When did you first hear about research and design? What was your first moment that you knew about research and design in the company? Car, you probably should go first.
I was going to say Carly should answer.
My friend Julia. That's how I heard about it.
Julia.
Yeah, her vintage chameleon.
Julia. Yeah.
Shorts, I think, and the shirts.
Right. Gotcha.
Talk to Dennis. Get a job.
I was going to say, didn't they ask you to do that modeling thing?
Yeah.
To stand on the table during one of the parties.
Oh my God!
And that's when
And
she
did you
first
do it?
started. And that's
Oh,
when she
you're
first
right.
started.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
that was way before.
Did that? What was that girl's name? She's in LA right now.
Ariel.
Yes. Did she do it that time too?
I think it was the two of you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you friends with her?
I haven't talked to her.
She's something. She is something. I mean, she has no fear, right?
Good for people like that. Gotta respect that.
Yeah. So Julia, you were talking to Julia, and she's like, "Yo, you got to hear about this RD place." And were you working at that bologna store
I was, because I was
at that time?
I was in school out that way.
Well, you don't have to apologize for it. That's cool. Okay, so Case, this is kind of fun. How did you obviously you probably heard it from Car, right?
Exactly. That's exactly how I
And what'd she say? Full disclosure.
What did she say? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Had she already started? Or did she consult with you
No,
hey,
she started and she was like, hey, they want you to come on.
it was me.
Yeah.
I'm like, that sister of yours that came in the store?
And she was like, why don't you come work with us? And I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
I
that's
think
fine.
you were more like trying to stir something.
Me?
Oh, yeah. Don't lie.
The KT trying to stir something?
KT and Mark are definitely stirring something up.
They're like,
What-
let's bring on Kasey for this one.
We don't have to talk about it, but the mixer was on.
Oh, yeah. So, Sydney, why are you grinning? Well, no. Do you think I try to stir something with you from time to time?
Absolutely, 100%. That's all you do.
That's all
you
I
and
do.
Mark, you and Mark are
Well,
pros at it.
I'd like to think I have some other talent.
Oh,
other
well,
than
yeah,
just-
you do.
Well, thank you, Sydney.
Yeah.
Is that because we're blood related?
I know. I mean, you're building an empire right now.
Oh, yo.
Good
Empire.
No, you're building an empire
Real.
right
It
now.
happens.
So, all right. Well, let's get to the questions. Okay, well, that was question number 1. Okay, this is one of my favorites. It's easy, and it actually can cause a good laugh. So, we are a company of nicknames. What are your favorite nicknames that we have for you?
Well, I don't know.
I think they call me Carl. That's
Yeah.
it.
They call you Carl.
Carl's got Carl, and I got Caselton.
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 I haven't.
Oh, I haven't heard
Caselton
that.
Lanes.
I haven't heard
Really?
that.
No,
been a
all
while.
that's all Daggy says. Casel.
She calls you
Or
Caselton.
And it's because we were out one night, and the Uber driver's name was Carlton.
So you're Caselton.
And so now I'm Caselton.
Oh man, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. I mean, I'm creative, and I like to come up with my own, but I'm happy to rip something off. So I'm going to rip off Caselton.
Yeah.
It's
Do
good.
you have nicknames for us?
Do I?
Yeah,
I call
feel
you
like-
Car.
Yeah, you call me Car. Okay.
I don't know about me, though.
Case maybe.
Case.
Case.
I mean, I'll get a little bit more creative. That's sort of boring.
Yeah.
Sorry. doesn't
That's all
have
right.
anything to do
It's our
how
actual
much
names, but it's fine.
how much level of love there is. It has
No.
nothing to do with it. But I just
I would hope not.
no, of course you already know that. So Car. Okay, but what are your favorites? What are your favorites?
I vibe with Carl. I like
You like
I
Carl?
think Carl's funny.
Carl's a bad.
It's
bitch.
just
I
like
can take
Carl. I feel like it's the way we deliver
I
it,
think
too.
Mark delivers that.
Yeah, the way
To
we deliver
perfection.
it, it's so
Carl.
funny.
I don't even know how you
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I don't use that because when I hear it, I think of Karl Marx.
I definitely don't.
Do we know who Karl Marx is?
It sounds familiar.
He wrote the Communist Manifesto.
It sounds familiar.
Do you know what that is? You know who Karl Marx is?
Is that the bird thing?
The bird thing?
Cassidy's bird thing.
What do you mean?
Wait,
No.
Wasn't there
So, not to get too deep into this, but Karl Marx was a political philosopher that wrote this book called The Communist Manifesto. And that concept is what the Bolsheviks used in 1917 when they took over Russia. So let's move on.
Really
Okay.
fun
So
facts.
anyway, you're Car to me.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
I
You're
like
good
your-
with Car?
You're the only person I like call me Car.
I'm the only
Yeah.
person
I
allowed
used to
to?
hate it like in school.
Really?
I'm like I'm not.
She used to go by her middle name.
Yeah.
What is it?
Guess.
Starts with an R.
Um,
No.
wait, hold on.
It's short.
You know this.
Come on. You got this.
I don't.
It's kind of like a boy name.
Rick?
Wait, is your middle name Ray?
Ray? How did you know?
My middle name's Ray.
Oh my god, I knew I loved
What?
her.
Yes.
You guys share a middle name?
She's my best
Come on. Wait, your middle name is Ray?
Sydney Ray.
Sydney Ray?
And
You're-
Carl Wright.
is that, are you RAE? Are you RAE?
R.A., baby.
Oh my god.
Anybody want to know my middle name? Anybody? Does anybody know my
Can you
middle
give
name?
us a hint? What's it start with?
Starts with S and it's really long and it's really.
Salvatore.
You got
Yes, I love this game. I'm so good at it.
That was way too good.
it. Right.
No, she's
I'm
like
so
really
how
good
did
at
you
this.
know that?
No, who'd you do this with? I feel like we.
Grace.
Yes.
That's
literally
a-
looked
We did
at
it
her
with
and I'm
Grace
like,
the
it's
other
Catherine.
day.
She's
That's
like,
a.
how did you know?
Yes.
I'm like, I don't know. I just know.
It just
What's her
literally-
middle name?
Catherine. I
It
just
just
knew it.
it like comes out of you.
I just knew it. I looked at her. I'm like,
That's
it's Catherine.
beautiful.
It's wild.
Okay, we know Carly's talent.
I found a talent.
Yep.
We're onto something.
I love
I
it.
love this.
First and only.
I have that weird talent. Do we know what it is? It's the doppelganger talent.
Oh yeah.
It gets me in a lot of trouble.
The best thing.
Gets me in a lot of trouble. We won't talk about it.
No, we won't.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. Okay. How long, real light, real boring, how long have you guys been with research and design?
It's about
Do you-
4 years now. How old is Jaya?
3.
3.
She's going to be 4.
She's gonna be 4 this summer.
She's, Jaya is a Barn Days baby.
Baby,
Remember?
yeah, because
remember
I started Barn Days, and Ronnie
When Jaya was-
just having Jaya.
Really?
Ronnie
Oh,
was
so I'll
pregnant.
always remember that.
Yep, that's how I remember it.
So you're coming up on 4 and you're coming up on 5, right?
Yeah, probably like 4.5.
No, you started like a few months before me.
A few months?
No, more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I think it was you, and then Anna Sherry, and then me, like a few months after.
Nice.
Time flies when you're having fun, kids.
Right?
Yo, that it really is crazy. It's been a while, you know? So, okay. We're going to, you know what I like about my list here? It's very random. They almost don't connect. So, this is a good one. Well, it seems very light. It's going to be deep. What is your favorite fit right now?
Just in general.
In general, yeah. Like what? Like if you're going to be like, okay, this is
From the store or just...
Just in everyday life.
every day.
I definitely am like a leather pant type person with like a good sneaker or booty and definitely a black turtleneck. Like that's all I ever wear.
And I love a blazer. So I think it was a shoulder pad, like give me a good blazer and I'm happy.
I love that. You know, that's why I love doing these interviews because you always, it's like you're surprised by something that's so obvious. Like, yeah, okay, I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, you definitely rock the blazer,
Or
but
any jacket.
but I
like
didn't
a
even think about
jacket,
it.
like
I was gonna
my
say any
favorite
kind of. I
thing.
feel like you're more of like a jacket person in general.
I'd rather wear the same basic. I pretty much do every.
And how much in
Same. This is a turtleneck. Target kids.
and this fit? How much do you care if it like works with what's going on right now,
As long as I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
I could care less.
mentally and physically?
Absolutely. I think it's more mental than like.
Me too. Like I like these James Purse. You know, it's like middle-aged guy, kind of.
Comfort, but yet you look like
Put together.
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah, gives me some shoulders. You know what I mean? So, all right, that's good. Good stuff. All right. I love this one because I was fascinated by this when I realized that this happens. When you were a little girl, did you dream of what your wedding day would be like?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked this because no, I'm like a courthouse gonna get married. I never thought twice about it.
No?
I'm not like, oh my god, I can't wait to
we're
have
not
this
like
dress.
that.
No.
We're not
I'm
like
the
that at
opposite.
all.
If I don't get married, I'm fine.
How about you, Sid?
Oh, I know everything. Know my
You
dress,
dreamed about
ring,
it?
Oh,
everything. I
no,
my
still
heart is
do.
like-
How old were you when you first started having the dream?
10 or 11. Maybe?
Really?
Yeah.
Are
And
we
who,
weird
and who
for
gave
that?
you the idea?
We must be.
I
Very,
saw like this woman was I think it was Target or Wegmans, and she just had like this amazing ring on, and then like
Really?
Don't get me wrong. I would
she
still like a
thinks
ring,
about a
but-
ring, but that's about it.
Well, the reason I asked this question, you know, any young lady that I'll interview, I'm going to ask the question is, on my wedding day, I sort of screwed up a little bit, and Ronnie looked at me. She goes, you know, I've been dreaming of this day my whole life, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I never thought about it once.
No, I definitely have not given it a thought.
And truthfully, like, it's cool. I mean, I just wish she would have given me the heads up that she had been dreaming about it her whole life. I would have made sure I didn't make the mistake I made. So
What was
anyway,
this mistake? Can you announce it?
Can you elaborate a little?
no, it'll get me in huge trouble.
Got it.
Okay. All right. Next question. Car. What's the number one myth about Kasey? Now, if we get to a question that you don't have the answer for, you
Oh,
can
no,
say,
I think I know.
okay.
That she comes off as a...
Is what?
Just say
That she
it.
can be a bitch, but she's not. She's just very raw with her like delivery of things. She doesn't sugarcoat anything.
Yeah, that's a hard one for me because she treats me like I'm her grandpa. She's really
No.
not in like a you're an old man,
No,
but
yeah.
like so warm and
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
people
like
she
if
like
I
Kind.
care
cares
about
she
you, the
cares
people
about.
I
Yeah.
actually care about, like I'll
Yeah.
do whatever
Like
for.
she'd throw bows for me. Like somebody looks at
Right.
me wrong and she's ready like revved up.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
she protect the KT too. I
Oh,
think.
100%.
Yeah, especially like when I get
100%.
frail.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
I'll be helping you with your walker.
Yeah.
I'll stroll you.
you got this.
which is going to happen tomorrow. But anyway.
It's gonna be KT'd out.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. No, that's an interesting one because I don't see it that way, but like if you're on her wrong side, I get it. And that's good.
But I think you're around us enough too.
Yeah. And I put in my time. You know, I know everything you have to work for, you know? And I love things that I work for. If I get something for free, it's no fun.
No.
I want to work for shit. You know what I mean? So, okay. So that's the number one myth about Kasey. Tell me any myth about Carly.
Any myth?
Any myth. It doesn't have to be the number one. Just come up with something.
I really don't know.
Well,
Myth about you?
There's gotta be something.
you want to come back to that question?
I'm gonna have to,
Okay.
honestly.
All right, put that in your
I feel like you're
brain.
kind of like all out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm
You're
very
you're living your
closed off.
true life.
Right now, I'm living my best 2020.
She's living her best 2020.
Okay. It's really good. Okay. All right. Now, this is for both of you. Now, what I like about this question when I ask both of you is let's see who can answer it first. What is your favorite word?
We don't have words. We have phrases. We talked about.
All right,
this.
let's hear it.
We talked about it with.
Okay,
Cassie.
who's going to answer first?
I like
it's-
boy. I like
No,
eat.
she.
I like-
Yeah.
They're like,
Eat. They're like little like.
Well,
phrase-type
let's hear
things.
it.
I just did it.
Yeah, it's eat. We
What?
always say eat. It doesn't matter
Eep?
what's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
get out of
doesn't
the car.
That's
matter.
not a phrase.
Well, it's a
To
word.
us,
It's
yeah.
a.
I
It's a
feel like
phrase
they
to
all-
us. It's me.
What's it mean?
It can mean anything. Like if you're mad,
And-
excited.
Yeah.
It's always, oh my gosh, eat. You know what I mean?
Both of you? For
Yes,
both of you?
it's
You
again.
share
I
it?
think it's like a Cassidy.
Cassidy.
Carly, yeah.
Little trio thing. Yeah.
Little trio.
Cassidy
thing.
does it as well?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to send her a text right
You
now.
gotta do like all like a capital E.
Yeah, it's got to
Going.
be P.
Okay.
Yep.
I think I say
100%.
that a lot. I say.
You say oy vey all the time.
Yeah.
Can
I
I
was
be
like, yeah.
can I be in on this at all or
Yeah.
like okay.
Yeah, you'll
Any
find
li-
that you'll use it in every situation.
Any limits? Like
No.
how many times I
You
can
just
use
let
it?
it
No.
fly.
Oh,
No.
let it fly.
All right, I like that. Okay. I like this one. On a scale of 1 to 10, Carly, how weird is Kasey?
She's a Gemmy, so she's like a 15.
She's weird as shit.
But like in the best way
Yeah, I
possible.
think-
Yeah, no. Oh yeah,
I
of
think
course.
I get it from Dad.
Yeah.
I just say, I think it's because like I say whatever.
Like no filter.
I
Well,
have
what's
no
weird
filter.
about her? Give me a weirdness.
Is it my personality? Am I actually weird, or is it just the
She's
things
so
I say?
outgoing, yet she's not, I don't know. You're like
I'm an introvert and an extrovert
Yeah.
at the same time,
Yes, you are.
like 100%.
Ronnie's the same way.
Mm-hmm.
It's really difficult to manage. I mean, I love both of you, but
Y'all can have
but
meetings
like
about
shit,
me,
you have
Ronnie.
no idea where you're. It's like, whoa.
oh my god, I know. I literally sit in the car. I'm like,
She always says she walks on
never-
eggshells around me
you
because she
never
never knows
know.
what she's gonna get.
Me too.
And I'm
It's like,
just like, I can't help it. I guess it's just like, it's just me.
It's our
I
problem.
can't.
do you guys know what you're gonna get from me?
Oh well, yeah.
Like,
I mean, for the most part, I feel like,
like my mood is always
Yeah.
the same.
yeah.
You're very, you know what? I think you're very like mysterious.
You're very no, but I think you're also very expressive. Like when I know you're upset, I know you're upset.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like your wheels are always turning.
Probably.
And I feel like I like to be able to like read people, and I feel like I can't really pin you. You know what I mean? I think I can.
You give
But
me.
his mood, you can
Yeah.
But okay.
for sure.
Kasey always gives me the sort of mental pat on the back when she if she knows like something's frustrating me. She like gives me a little mental
Yeah.
pat on the back.
I try.
Yeah, no,
I want to
no,
like
no,
comfort you.
No, you do. You do a great job. All right. This is a tough one. Case.
Okay.
This is the only one that I was questioning whether I should ask.
Oh boy.
What is Carly not very good at?
Jeez, I hate this question because it's so
Right.
frustrating because she's good at everything.
That's a
Carly.
good answer.
No, it's frustrating.
She really
Carly,
is.
Carly.
Can I?
Growing up in the shadow of her being like doing whatever she wants to do and being good at it, it sucks.
Right.
It's yeah.
But I also
That-
feel like it's
I think that's also your like
a
hidden
flaw,
talent.
too.
Let me tell you what she's
Because
not good
I
at.
think it's because everything she wants to do, she'll like devote the time and
Yeah.
like be very focused on that.
Let me tell you what she's not good at is knowing
I
how
know what you're gonna say.
knowing how good you are at
Oh
everything.
no, that's not what I was gonna say.
What did you
What were you
think?
gonna say?
Patience.
Carly.
Oh no young person has patience because no.
I'm
you're
like,
right.
okay, let's get to the next step.
Long
What do I do
game.
next? How do I get there?
Long
Like,
game.
let me- give me
You
a-
guys-
yeah.
Yes, you have to learn that from me. Long game. Look at me. I was looking at some of my high school report cards. Holy shit, am I about the long game? Woo! I'm actually gonna post some pictures of them. Sydney, you're on my team there, right? Like high school report cards.
Straight up C student.
Yeah.
C's get degrees. Yeah, let's go.
Well, you know what's funny is I wasn't consistent. I was like 98 in Regents chemistry. 54 in English
I
comp.
feel like that's exactly how I was
Like,
actually.
what happened? 98, 54?
I was
Come
all over
on.
the board as well. I feel like
Right?
I wasn't consistent
That's
at
good.
all.
Yeah. Okay. So no consistency, which is good. All right. We're going to skip that. Okay. What's your favorite thing in the store right now?
The leather joggers for sure.
You too?
Joggers.
What's good about them?
You do so much.
Oh,
with
shit.
a
I was gonna say
leather
I dress mine up, dress them down. Wear them with sneakers, wear them with heels.
Anything.
They're comfortable
Wear 'em to
because
the
they're
gear,
loose.
you can do
That's
anything.
amazing.
Oh, I love them.
Even the look on you, just
Oh,
like
God.
that, how expressive you are about that.
Because I feel like
'Cause
just,
that's,
like,
like,
you
all
shouldn't
I
even have
wear.
to think that just like
Yeah.
it should just come to you. You should just know you can do so much with them.
Okay. Good. All right. Another huge departure from that question.
Seriously.
Kasey, what is the luckiest thing that ever happened to Carly?
The luckiest thing when I was born?
Whoa!
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I asked that question because I knew I wanted that answer.
No,
Shout out mom and dad for giving you a best friend.
literally.
Well, my opinion on that is all of us that we were born, because the chances of actually being a human being are very slim.
Oh, yeah.
So,
It's scary
Yeah.
to think about.
yeah, it is. It is. All right. The luckiest thing that happened to Carly. Okay. Okay. What is something in the store that everyone should come and get before it's gone?
This tie-dye set's going real quick. I feel like
feel like
anything
it's gonna be
tie-dye
gone.
right now.
Is that
Anything
is that
tie-dye.
happening?
Yeah, tie-dye.
Sydney, you like tie-dye?
I want that set.
I just got it.
Or you
I love
want
it.
everything though?
Well,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know when no is no or when to stop.
When to stop.
You know what my favorite part of the interview with Cassidy was, is that Samantha buys something
Something
once a shift.
I was dying at that.
That's-
She
is,
ain't wrong.
is that kind of true?
Yesterday she bought a
Yeah.
couple things.
Did she really?
Yeah.
What'd she end up getting?
Homegirl just.
Did she
loves
get
it all.
that tie-dye?
Yeah.
The other one?
Yeah.
The bright one?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. She's
Okay.
wild.
Okay. Casey, or actually Carly, what is Casey's favorite brand in the store? Don't answer. It's Carly.
Myself.
I feel like I could pick a few.
Whoa.
Go for it.
Like you live in Spanx.
True. True.
True. Right? Like that's all you care about.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say Spanx.
Okay.
Right now,
Definitely.
At least.
All right.
Mhm.
That's good. Okay. This is good. Case, what's Carly's favorite brand in the store?
Bond.
I'm not a shopper, guys.
She really, yeah.
I'm not.
That's good. You,
More accessory type. Not even,
but
but
you're
like
Bond.
Bond, I'd say right now.
Okay. What's Carly's favorite brand anywhere?
Can it be a designer?
Yeah, it could be anything.
You know,
I would say Saint Laurent for sure.
100%.
110%.
It's like an edgy, sleek, mysterious vibe it gives off. I like it. Reminds me of Hailey Bieber.
I kind of was hoping that it would be Karma Trade, but anyway.
Oh, wait. Okay, that was just
I'm not saying to buy, just brand in general.
I feel so bad.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. I'm working on it. It's a long game. It's a long game. Like Virgil.
Actually, the favorite brand is this one right here.
There you go. There you go. Anyway, as far as KT Virgil, I'm coming to get you. All right. You both can answer this. Choose who can go first. What is KT's biggest fear? Whoa, that's the most silent that this room.
Yeah, you think
Maybe not. I don't know. You're always about like helping us, the younger crowd, like reach their potential along those lines.
And if I don't do it,
Yeah.
I fear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe something to do with your girls. I really don't know. That's just like an open question.
You know, that's good.
I feel, yeah.
It's a good question, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really stumped on that, but that's
Well,
true.
next
with
interview,
reason.
we're going to have, I want you guys to think about that, what my biggest fear is.
What is your biggest fear? You can tell us.
One
Did
of them at least.
I am an extremely emotional guy, and when people show me love, I just absolutely love them, and I don't want them to disappear from my life.
That's so sweet.
It's true. You know, I don't need to pretend that. So, Sydney, this New York thing, when I come to New York, you can't ignore me. You can't be like, yo, I'm busy. I
I want to.
I can't meet you at Mogador for brunch. Okay?
I love a good brunch.
Yes, you do. Sydney, you're an octave down today.
Down?
You know what I'm talking about?
An octave down?
Anybody know what I'm talking about here?
Like my voice is raspy. I'm hungover.
Yeah, I like that.
She had tequila.
I had tequila last night.
That's good.
She's out with the girls.
Okay.
And Matthew.
All right. Are we ready? No, this is a good one. Who is the most entertaining of the fellas?
Oh, geez, they're all in their own way.
We got to pick somebody.
Oh,
Like right
no.
at this second.
Ella.
See, and I was going to say Jaya. She's got a personality for that little girl. I feel like
I still think Ella.
Jay,
Jay.
Ella. Okay, that's cool. All right. This is a good one. Thinking caps. What is the best piece of advice you can give me?
Boy, oh boy. Hey, you're stumping me, man.
Well, we're going to think about this for a second. All right, let's before we're done, I'd love for you guys to answer that question. But let's move on to something else. Okay, cuz we're almost there. What questions you have of me?
Oh boy.
Hit me.
You got something? Let's hear it.
Kasey
I
was
don't.
full of questions
Yeah.
for me.
All right. Well, what's your favorite thing in the store?
Whoa. I'm not usually that stumped. My favorite thing in the store is I'm fascinated by aloe.
Yeah.
I just think that brand has this opportunity to just stomp Lululemon.
Yeah.
I feel bad saying that because I love all my friends at Lululemon, but they have this opportunity, and I'm
I
fascinated.
feel like it already is, though.
Yeah.
You think?
I think so.
Well, their stores are incredible.
I was going to say, didn't you go to
Oh
the
yeah.
stores?
Have you been to an aloe
I
store?
just went in New York when I was
Thoughts?
with my mom. I agree with the Lululemon thing. I think it's like Lululemon's in the back of my head now. Like when I think of like
Yeah.
leggings or like biker
think of
shorts, like
aloe.
it's aloe comes
Yep.
to my mind now.
How do you feel about quality?
I feel like
I-
it's better than
It's
Lululemon.
there's
Really?
like more
Yeah.
substance
It's
to the
thicker.
leggings
Yes,
than Lulu.
thicker,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
No kidding.
That's what I tell everybody.
This is great.
Yeah, I feel like they're more creative with their like
It's more like current with the
stuff.
times. Like, okay,
Where
we
like
gotta give a
Lululemon's the
black-
same
yeah.
thing over
Oh.
and over and over.
Yeah, and no disrespect because they're amazing. Like they did such a cool. I mean, they killed the denim industry, Lululemon. I mean, not that denim is gone. Like denim's still there, but they really like stepped on it a little bit, you know. So,
Yeah.
but what I like about that is like jeans were so sort of over indexed that now it's kind of cool. If you throw on a pair of jeans, it's cool. Like you're doing something a little different now. So
Yeah.
anyway, okay. Next question. KT question.
I'm trying to think. Did you have like a game plan in your head when you were younger, what you wanted to do for the rest of your life?
No, I still don't. There was it's funny because my family and I are moving into a new house, and I'm taking apart my old house, and I'm finding some what I would consider time capsule type things. And I was thinking about it last night. I'm like, it's just a weird mix of things that created the spot I'm in, you know? Like, believe it or not, skateboarding has played a huge role in my mental makeup. Like, it's not necessarily like this today, but when I was in high school, if you were a skateboarder, you were fashion forward. The skateboard look really kind of represented being fashion forward. Now, I would say that if you were to take some time to dig into it, there's a lot of looks today that came from skateboarding. Music also played a pretty big role into like where my brain is at. You know, the sad thing is I'm just not a good musician. I own some guitars and drums and different things like that, and I wish I could play them. Maybe someday I will be able to, but music played a role in it. You know, music was kind of a world that dictated fashion. And then, you know, the other, I guess, skateboarding, music, and then just business in general. Like I got that from my mom. My mom's all business. And I really like business. I like hard work. I like trying to figure out the riddles of business. So, but what's really interesting about that, and I've told you guys this, and I think this is important that young people recognize this. Two things. One, it's a long game. Everything's a long game. If you think you're going to get what you want right away, you're not going to get it. Okay? So put in your brain that it's going to take some time. And if you do that, I actually read something recently. Somebody was interviewing Warren Buffett. He says, why don't people end up generating the wealth you have? He says, because nobody has the patience. Okay? The other thing that I think that is really important is people are like, oh, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I'm like, you don't have to know, because I don't know. I don't know. I've accomplished a couple things, and I don't know. You know, I think about it all the time. I'm like, a year from now, I could be doing something completely different. Completely different. So you don't have to know. And if you pigeonhole yourself into one specific thing, you'll never take advantage of opportunities. Don't. It makes no sense to do that, you know? I mean, what we're doing right now might be what I do, you know? I mean, look what happened with Joe Rogan. He was a comedian, and then I think he was like color commentator for, is it MMF or what's the like fighting thing? I don't even know. MMA. MMF.
You're close. Close enough.
Yeah. So he was a he was a comedian, commentator for MMA. And really the biggest thing in his life is his podcast. Did he know that was going to be the biggest thing? No way. He didn't say, well, you know, I'm doing all these things, but really this is what's going to make me who I am. He had no idea. He just started doing it, and it made him who he is. So, you know, those two things I think are really important. Long game, and you don't know. You don't know. You know, when I was a kid, when people asked me what I wanted to do, it was something that my mother told me that I needed to do.
Yeah.
My mother told me I needed to be a lawyer. And I was laughing. You want to hear a great one? I uncovered this. This is how emotions can kill you. So I was a really bad high school student, started college, I was pretty bad, and I finished up strong. Finished up number one in the history department at UB. So I applied, I finished with a double major, history and political science, and I applied to law schools. And do you know that I didn't think I got accepted to any law school, and I uncovered an acceptance letter last night?
God.
I got accepted, and I was so upset that I wasn't getting accepted. I never opened a letter that accepted me. Like, holy shit. Like, what
Could you imagine where you would be now?
Right, I wouldn't be here. I looked at it, I'm like, whoa. I couldn't breathe.
Everything happens for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
No, I was in
You did
shock.
not open that for a reason. That's
I was in
crazy.
shock. Like,
Oh my gosh.
why the hell would they have wanted me? Although I think I
Who
would
wouldn't
have
want the KT?
No, I think I would have been good at that. But I would have turned that world upside down.
As a lawyer, oh my God, I couldn't imagine you as a lawyer. That'd be wild.
They would have been,
You'd be talking everybody's ear off.
oh yeah, that would have been fun.
You'd be wearing your KT baseball cap.
They'd be like, well, you are disbarred, but we want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's
So.
wild.
All right.
I have another question.
Sure.
Okay, so we have two older brothers that we're very close with. And I know you have a brother and two sisters. Are you really close with them? And growing up, were you close?
You know, it's interesting. That goes back to like my mom telling me that I needed to be a lawyer. My mom, when we were children, told us and made us be close.
That's exactly how our parents were.
Right. And then when you realize you have a choice, then you can decide whether you want to be close with them. And I love them all and would do anything for them, but I'm close with 1.5 out of 3.
Really?
And I'm not going to explain what that
that's
means.
Fine.
But I'm close, like close.
Yeah.
I love them. 1.5 of them I could have really good conversations with, I guess is the best way to put it.
When you were younger, were you closer, or is it?
Yeah,
Just-
in a good and a bad way.
Yeah.
We were in each other's shit,
Yeah.
And of course, I might get blamed for a little bit of mental torment that they're dealing with
Oh,
today.
No.
But that's good, though, And I mean, I'll tell you the biggest compliment I think I've ever had in my life is the one that I'm not super close with quotes things that I said all the time. Things that I said when we were younger. So, family's really tricky, I'm also, to elaborate on that, the joy of my life is I understand that I can have love and closeness to people that are not blood related to me, and it's like a huge bonus.
Yeah.
Like you're taught, and there's like real pragmatic reasons why you should be close with your family. Like this country was built on a lot of immigrants coming here and sticking together to survive. So you had to be, but as time progressed, when that wasn't necessary, there was still that attitude that you had to be like real tight with your family. But I think that could have been a problem because it precluded you from building really great relationships with non-blood people. I love some non-blood people as much as I love blood people in my life. Just because somebody's blood, that I have respect for them. I will help them because there's people that have been wonderful in my life that have a connection to them, and I want to help them. But it doesn't mean I want to talk to them the most. And it doesn't mean that I don't love people that are not blood as much. So hopefully that answers your question.
No, yeah, it does. 100%.
It's a tricky thing because you get a lot of stuff planted in your head that is for a good reason, maybe at that time. But I believe as a human, you got to use your own brain and think, critique all these things that get planted in your head. So.
Okay, do you have any questions for him? I feel like I'm asking all the questions.
I was going to ask, what's a typical day for KT? Like you wake
Oh, I love that question.
Give me the day and
I
Well-
feel like he gives us updates.
Well,
via
you know what?
Instagram.
Actually, I'll answer that in a not direct answer to your question. A typical day for KT, the joy of my life is freedom. That I wake up in the morning and I say, well, what am I going to do today? There's some, and when I have to do something, I don't like it. Now, I like everything I do, but I don't like to have to do it. Does that make sense?
100%.
I'm also not good at time management. That's why retail's a good world for me because customers manage your time. You're standing there and they come in. It's like, okay, I have an appointment.
Yeah.
They just showed up,
I just showed up.
right?
That's hilarious.
I'm not that good at time management, and retail's good for me because it helps manage my time. I'm not good at time management.
See, I feel like I'm really good with time management. I hate being late to places or not like
I
doing
like being
certain
on,
things at a certain time.
I like being on time. I
that.
just feel like I have so many things in my brain. I don't know.
I
I don't know what to pick
I feel
first.
like you get lost in the sauce with just talking. Like you'll just talk someone's ear off and then you lose track of time
Yeah. Well,
all the time.
that's another thing I really believe in is when you're on this earth, take the time to talk to somebody I can't stand when people are in too big of a hurry to talk to me. It drives me nuts. Like really, like I'll wake up at 4 and finish working at midnight. And the reason I work that much is because I never cheat somebody on a conversation. I don't ever want to cheat somebody in a conversation. I think that sucks. I would see like friends that I went to high school with somewhere, and they'd be like, "Hey," and then they were in a hurry, and they moved on, and I'm like, that kind of sucked. It would have been nice to catch up. So I just don't want to do that to anybody. So, and it's funny. I recently was telling somebody that they're like, "Oh shit, I do that to you all the time." It's somebody you know. I'll tell you after the fact. But she's great. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. And it's definitely not your mom. Your mom's a yapper.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. Any other questions?
Not that I can think of right
All right.
now.
Do we want to do this again?
Yeah.
Did we enjoy it?
Yeah.
I had a freaking blast.
I had fun watching Cassidy's.
No,
I
we're-
feel like I'm definitely not going to watch this one, though.
No, I feel like we're super relaxed. You should. This is good. Can you see yourself in the camera?
I don't want to look.
Oh, really? You know what's weird?
Guys, it was a rough night last
That's
night.
all I want to do is look.
Oh, I literally want
What's
to
wrong
like,
with me?
put the pixels on my face.
But I'm super branded, though.
He's out here, got his shades on.
Yeah.
I should have worn my
All right,
hat
Sid,
and
any
shades.
questions for the group?
I'm gonna wait until my podcast.
Oh, when are we going to interview you?
I like want you tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay, I'm down.
When she's not hungover.
Okay, so
Relax.
you guys, like, I really want to encourage you to do your own podcast, and the studio is available to you. Like, just think of all the people you want to interview.
Or it could just be me and Carly talking back and forth.
Yes,
Having
talk
just-
about life.
Just having our
Right,
daily conversations.
Right.
That stuff's
People would
interesting.
tune in and be like, what are they talking
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, okay. Last question, and then we're going to wrap this up, boys and girls. KT, clean shave for this today. Do we like clean shave or a little shadow on KT?
I like a little shadow, I'm not going to lie.
Even with the gray?
Yeah.
Car-
Why not?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Why not?
Okay,
You rock it.
You do.
You rock anything about you, though. And you own it. So.
because I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care. I'm here
That's
for it.
nice. Thank you. It's a huge compliment. I appreciate it. All right. Well, thank you. This was a blast.
Thank you.
you.
We got
Yeah,
to do this
is
again
fun. Yeah.
sometime soon. Sid, we got to get them in here again. And then what we're going to do, I think, interview number 2, you guys come up with the questions that I ask you.
Okay.
Well, that's a lot of pressure.
I wanted to do that. How well do you know your sister?
Oh, she was going off with these questions. And
what I
she was
thought this was gonna be.
hoping you're going to ask these type
Well,
of
did
questions.
you like my questions?
Well, yeah.
They were
Yeah.
good, right? You know, I
We'll play that game next time around. How well do you know? How well do we know each other? So we're already planning our next.
well, you know what we could do? You know what? We get. Did you ever see that TV show, The Dating Game? Look it
I don't
up
think so.
sometime. It's pretty funny. But it's essentially couples asking what the other
Yeah.
person
I was
would
gonna
say,
say.
and you win if you get it. So we'll do that.
yeah, 'cause
like,
it'd be like a-
what would Kasey say? What would Carly
Yep.
say?
Oh, that'll be so fun.
Yeah. All right.
Competition side of you.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I can't believe we did this. I can't believe we're here. I feel like it's a new beginning. Do
March 1st.
you guys feel like that? New beginning?
Yeah.
It's good.
Like
Oh,
I said,
right. March
2020
1st.
Let's
is-
go.
is the year.
2020.
It is. I know every year is the year, girls. It's all bullshit. It's not about every day's Valentine's Day. Every year's the year. We're not going to wait for shit. And I love, you know what the worst day of the year is for me is New Year's. Everybody's like, well, we're going to, no, don't wait. What the fuck are you waiting for? That's the first, I said to myself, I'm not going to swear, and I just did right at the
I
end.
gave that up for lunch. Whoopsies.
All right. Thanks, guys. I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.